stormy, rainy, and windy North Carolina tonight brings on an ACHA Southeast Regional rematch where the Tar Heels fell 2-1 to Kentucky. It is the official home opener for Tar Heel hockey tonight. Hello and welcome to Tar Heel Hockey alongside Riley Kennedy. I'm Kyle Ennis, bringing in the sights and sounds of the Orange County Sportsplex in Hillsborough, North Carolina for an ultimate clash between the Wildcats and the North Carolina Tar Heels. Riley, tell us, what are we looking out for tonight with the North Carolina Tar Heels?
Yeah, this is a big game, right? UNC a season ago, 15-9. And then Kentucky, they're the ones that knocked them out, right? 27-6 last season, finished third nationally. It's going to be a good game.
Absolutely. And tell me, how have the last three games gone for the North Carolina Tar Heels?
Yeah, for North Carolina, right, they hit the road. They beat Delaware 8-1 in their first game. And then they played Rowan, right, the next night, won 4-2.
And how about Kentucky? How have they looked this season so far?
For Kentucky, they just got off a game last night where they defeated the NC State Wolfpack 5-2, and then before that, they played Boston twice. A 9-1 victory in their first one, and then a shootout loss 4-3 against Boston the next night.
And we were talking to Coach earlier in the week. We heard some great goals for this week. We see that he wants to win as many games as possible this season, but he wants a team to succeed and exceed last year's expectations. Do you think this team, with some of the newcomers, the returners, do you think they got what it takes to be better?
Yeah, definitely, right? 18 returners from a season ago, 11 newcomers, lost 8 guys. I mean, this Carolina squad's ready.
All right, let's see. All right, and let's introduce our starting lineups for Kentucky. We have Dan Cortapella, Cameron Chabot, Kyle Mead, Connor Underwood, and Kyle Burke, and goaltender Riley Allen. And then for your North Carolina Tar Heels, Cole Kosowski, Patrick O'Shaughnessy, Tommy Gilligan, Florian Sayich, Nick Curley, and in net, Joel Hughes. Correction, Arlie Cutler for Kentucky will be in goal tonight to start the game.
Riley Allen was the goaltender for Kentucky last night, coming off a huge performance where he went 30 for 32, 2 goals allowed. I mean, that was basically the winner for them to beat NC State last night.
Absolutely, and their offense looked, no doubt, not quite at all, scoring 5 goals. They played less than 24 hours ago, though. Took a 7.5-hour trip from Kentucky to face off against the Ice Pack last night, now against Tar Heels. Let's see how that, within 24 hours, really takes a toll on them, or if they're out to see how they do tonight. And the face-off won by Tar Heels.
One of the things that Carolina's going to try to do is be aggressive right in that neutral zone. That's where they're going to win the battles, right in the neutral zone.
Taken up by Kentucky. Center on the net. O'Shaughnessy across, sends it in.
Good shot.
Science keeps it in zone. Gilligan recovers. Shot. And we're going to have our first face-off.
Let's talk about Cole Kozowski, right? ACC Player of the Week last week. 5 assists in their road trip where they beat Delaware and Rowan. And he's gonna be a big name to watch out for tonight. Matt Grady, right? He's taking the face off. He's a freshman. Watch out for him.
Kept in. Look at the play. And we will have another face-off coming up in just a moment. Let's talk about Kentucky coming in. You know, they have a 2-1 record right now. Solid performances in 2 out of those 3 games. I mean, they've scored already 17 goals this season, and they've only allowed 7.
Yeah. Right, early off for UNC, right? Trying to keep it in their offensive zone, really playing aggressive.
Another stop.
Arlie Cutler, his only game this season, right, came to a shootout loss against Boston earlier in the year, 4-3, September 17th, where that was the second time that they played Boston the night right after.
And the face-off is won by Kentucky. Center on the boards. Poked away. Picked up. Sent in. Sent down and got by Cutler.
Right, I think something for UNC too, right? All their lines that are playing tonight, they really want to, I mean, up and down this, roster, there's not really a dull thing right in this lineup.
There's a lot of really solid players on this team. They're really strong up and down that roster on the offensive and the defensive end. Puck has stayed a lot in that neutral zone, as we talked about before. The fight and the battles are going to be won in the neutral zone for who's going to have that possession, who's going to get those offensive chances tonight.
First line back on there for the forward for UNC. Headlined probably by Patrick O'Shaughnessy.
O'Shaughnessy, an offensive superstar. One that may have gotten a goal feature on NHL last year. Hopes to keep making more highlights this year.
Big hit. That's by Nate James on Kentucky.
Knocked away.
Colin, I think for Kentucky, right, after 2 games, right, in 24 hours, that's a statement that your team's going to make, right? And Acha, that's something you got to do when you play the road. Play a couple games in the weekends.
I mean, Acha has some serious competition. I mean, both teams have very, very strong schedules this year. That they have a lot of good competition, a lot of top teams across the board. We're going to see how these two teams go throughout the season.
Good save.
Sent in by Foster and just wide. Kept in the zone and blocked.
That was Pelota with that shot there. That almost connected for the Tar Heels.
Sent across, and that'll be the first icing of the game. I mean, let's already talk about it. You know, UNC's got 4 shots already. Kentucky only 1.
Yeah, right. It's a statement, right? When you want to come in, that's right, home ice. You know, make Kentucky earn those shots.
And the face-off won by UNC.
I think this for UNC, right? This is really the first test of the season. Huge matchup, probably the number 1 home matchup that UNC's had in here for the program's history.
Yeah, I mean, we're going on year 50 right now. Program started in 1974, and they haven't seen much of a team like this. I mean, they've had some good teams throughout the years, but this is a star-studded UNC Tar Heel team. Swipe and a miss. Retreat back and covered by the Tar Heels. Moving in.
So they didn't get any offense.
Sticked away.
Good save by Cutler.
Mahan keeps it in. Sent in front with nothing.
61, if you guys know name on the back, that's Daniel Kauber. 1 goal on the season. Normally wears number 72, freshman from New York.
Walsh trying to keep the puck in. And I mean, you look at the speed from both these teams. They're out and running. They are not slowing down for anything. As that's kept in the zone. Shot goes wide. Blocked aside.
Line switches for both teams.
Getting some fresh legs on the ice.
Still 0-0, 13 minutes remain.
Sent in and gloved.
Cutler with the save.
Cutler's looking awfully comfortable for the amount of shots he's already gotten sent to the cage.
Yeah,
He's
right.
Keeping the pipes pretty secure right now so far. Won by UNC. Corralled and sent in front. Nobody home.
Good look, right idea.
Dropped off.
No icing. Gilligan trying to make a name for himself. Tommy Gilligan, 2 assists on the season for the Tar Heels.
And that just got chipped out. That'll be another face-off coming up. We're nearing just above 12 minutes right now. We already have a number of shots on goal. Kentucky has now gotten up to 2, but UNC is still striking ahead with around 6 shots right now through this period 1 as Kentucky gets the face-off. Bouncing puck in the front.
Right, that's where it's won, right? put the puck on the goalie and see what you can get. See if you can get a rebound. That's a big hit along the boards.
Captain.
Now, what about Joel Hughes in goal over the weekend and 93.6 save percentage, Kyle?
Strong night for him. I mean,
what about Joel Hughes' story, though?
Joel Hughes, I mean, like, he is coming into this program, and he's probably the oldest guy in the building on that ice. I mean, he's 38 years old. He comes in with a very unique background to the sport of hockey, which we can dive into more as once he swipes and misses in front of the net. But Joel Hughes, I mean, you talk about a guy with a cool way of getting into hockey and into UNC. What makes him so unique? As he gloves that one, we are having a face-off coming in. Joel Hughes, an Army veteran, and he's 38 years old. He's got a wife. He's got kids. Not your typical goalie for Tar Heel hockey, but definitely one UNC is proud to represent and give a jersey. And he's crushing it. You know, he's a solid goaltender, knows how to keep the net secure at the end of the day as he gloves that one.
Yeah, and he's a guy, you know, that this Carolina hockey family respects, you know?
Yeah, he's embraced as one of their own. And Kentucky's been ramping up the pressure as they win another faceoff. That shot is deflected.
Stays in play. Let's see what Foster can do as he gets stripped away.
Foster, a captain on the team, a leader. Many love the way he carries himself on and off the ice. An excellent leader, a devoted student, and just overall just really takes good care of these guys and makes sure that he can lead. And whatever he tells them, he's going to say, this is where I want to see. He's going to put in that same level of effort as they are on the ice and off the ice too.
Henry Foster, right? From the Brunswick School in Connecticut. Powerhouse for sports. Just halfway through this first period, Kyle. And I feel both teams, right, trying to get right under themselves, really trying to find their identity, right? For UNC, it's their first home game of the season. And for Kentucky, they hit the road, played NC State last night.
And I mean, the tables have really, really turned. I mean, UNC had the outright lead on shots, and now Kentucky has taken that and really
got some action behind these.
Shot blocked aside.
Little extracurricular activity right behind the play. Leighton Walsh for UNC, still on the ice. As he gloves that there, puts it back down, tries to get off the ice now.
And that's poked away. Noticed a lot of swiping tonight. Not a lot of connections, but some opportunities popping up here and there. But
a lot of where UNC is going to be aggressive, right down in here. Kentucky does a nice job of getting that out. Right in front of the goal.
It's another face-off coming up as Joel Hughes puts a stop to that one.
I think for Kentucky, this is just a big game for UNC, right? Obviously knocked them out from going to nationals last year, finished third nationally, got beat, right, in pool play, didn't advance after that, but just a big game for the program.
Yeah, I mean, both programs, this is an excellent opportunity for them to show their talent. and
Right
their-
early on in the season.
This puts that fire in to see how far they will go in that postseason.
And I feel like Kentucky's really kept it in their offensive zone. I mean, for the first couple minutes, I felt like it was all UNC. Now Kentucky. See if UNC can get something here. Gilligan. Along with O'Shaughnessy.
And that's sent into the zone.
Oh, Gilligan gets wrapped up with. He just took Cutler's stick right out of his hand. Cutler's got no stick.
Cutler's still looking as he just gets it back.
Yeah. Rakitic gives him his stick back. You can see he keeps it in. And now it's out again. And Kyle will reset.
Definitely a very physical game. I see a lot of forechecks tonight. A lot of big body hits. As UNC takes in Henry Foster looking to make something happen here.
Shot. Oh.
And he sends it to nobody's home.
Yeah, but if somebody was on that back pipe, right on the doorstep, that would have been a goal. Referee said it was touched.
And Joel Hughes will put a
Hughes,
stop again up.
There's pushing and shoving.
And the referees will step in and push that aside.
That was number 12 for Kentucky, Parker Rice. Parker Rice, 5'10", 170-pound forward, right out of New Hampshire. The guys will stay even on this one.
Let's circle back to the points. I mean, this season, Kentucky has 17 goals that they've scored, and they've only allowed 7.
Yeah, 17 goals for, 7 goals against. You know, one thing that I've seen, they're 15 out of 17 on the penalty kill. You know, no team's gone up extra man tonight.
We're just over 6 minutes of play. I mean, just about 14 has passed. And we see an offensive game from both teams.
Yeah. Again, thanks for joining us.
We are out of Orange County Sportsplex in Hillsborough, North Carolina. North Carolina Tar Heels hosting the University of Kentucky Wildcats tonight. A good contest and a rematch from last year's ACHA Southeast Regional match that left
Pelota.
Swipe.
There's a shot. UNC trying to stay aggressive. Grady got the shot. Oh, just outside.
Still looking for it.
Good shot by Grady. Cutler with the save. He puts it just outside.
Again, it comes down to UNC needing to have that guy at that back post and ready to go as Kentucky charges ahead quickly on the UNC switch.
Yeah, that's Brett Quinn. 2 goals, 1 assist.
Big hit
on
there.
the season. It's
Offside the call.
Now, Kyle, why don't you talk about UNC's coach, you know, this season in his first year at the helm?
So UNC welcomes Adam Dowda to the program, a first-year coach, but an impressive resume from Adam Dowda. I mean, we were talking to him earlier this week, and we have a penalty coming up. Waiting the call. Looks to be tripping, and this will be the first power play for Kentucky.
It's going to be number 14, Cam Glonick, a freshman, 6'3" defenseman from Raleigh, North Carolina. Played for the Seahawks in the EHL.
And just taking a look at the stats, we have 15 of 17 on the penalty kill, but they haven't really converted much. They've only been 3 for 18 on their power play this season for Kentucky.
Yeah, hovering right around 20%.
As UNC sends that away. This power play unit is strong for UNC. I mean, still looking for that offensive opportunity, even on the shorthand, as Walsh swipes at that one. And that's sent back into Kentucky's zone and the offensive zone as they have to retreat back to get that puck.
That's going to be number 61, Daniel Calvert, to put it back in. Normally wears number 72, but switches 61 tonight. If you guys see, no name on the back of his jersey. Kyle, we got a large number of attendance of people here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, home opener, excellent energy, huge crowd. This UNC team is ready to fight this year and ready to battle. And
Kentucky keeps it in. See if they can get something here right along the side.
Sends it to the point. Down low, and UNC corrals that and sends it out to the neutral zone.
Tim Burke for Kentucky's going to get off. You saw him up at the top, 6'4" from Illinois.
UNC putting on the pressure, shorthanded. And that's shot.
Shaughnessy trying to get another highlight goal in there.
Shaughnessy tried to use that backhand to poke around and could not find the back of the net.
20 seconds left on this power play for the Wildcats.
And we're just under 4 minutes left to play. And we're back at even strength. The UNC Tar Heels successfully get past.
You know, and that's something too, right? In hockey, when you get another guy coming in to try to make it even, some teams on offense will try to calm it down, but some teams will hurry it up. You saw a quick shot there before UNC could even get even. Nice save by Joel Hughes.
So looking back to Adam Dowda and welcoming him into the program, I mean, we spoke to him earlier this week, and he really wanted to focus on one thing, getting the guys better and developing throughout the season. That was one of his main goals, was just to see improvement and see these players really make a name for themselves and get comfortable on the ice.
UNC wanted a penalty. I think they might get that here. And we'll stay even.
Looking more just like an offsides on that one. Puck sent across. Florian Syatt sends it up, and it's sent into the zone. Foster swipes at it. Foster's got it. Looks up top. And it is stumped.
Cutler saved it right between his legs.
That was a top-tier, honestly, opinion. Just top-tier shot from UNC tonight. I mean, we haven't really seen many on net, just a lot of swipes, but that one really was a good strike.
That was right under his left leg peg. It was Cutler with a save. We'll see the fourth line for UNC's forwards tonight. That's Mangle, Valley on Rain.
Rain sends it in. Huon Doig fighting for the puck. Still kept in.
It's aggressive. See if Rain can keep it in.
Kept in. And we're now at 2 minutes remaining in the period. And corralled by UNC. Sent down and in. Puck loose, picked up. Still loose. Sent to the point. Sent back down.
Yeah, you know, this third line for UNC with the forwards, they're impressive, right? Mahan, 1 goal, 2 assists. Walsh, he's got 4 points. Cowber's got a goal on the year. I mean, like I said right at the top of the broadcast, this UNC team, top to bottom, they can all compete.
And this will be a face-off for UNC. See if we can capitalize on an offensive zone opportunity here.
Yeah, 1:17 left in the period. O'Shaughnessy with the face-off. O'Shaughnessy out of Greensboro, North Carolina.
As we touched on his highlight goal from last season, but he is not slowing down. Still looking to be an offensive firepower for UNC this year. That's a big hit, and the puck is kept in the offensive zone, but is corralled by Kentucky. And skate up quickly.
Yeah, UNC will try. Kentucky had numbers.
We're under a minute of play now.
Yeah, that pass in front was broken up. Zowski got a little love tap there. Right by Cutler. Goalie's got to insert his present once in a while, right?
Picked up by Wills Kendrick Holmes.
.20 seconds left in the period. UNC will send it down. Oh, nice glove.
And it's kept in by
Kyle
Kusowski.
Burke.
Kusowski looking to make something happen in the last 5 seconds.
10 seconds left. See if he gets a shot.
And it's
Save.
pushed aside.
Shot.
Goal!
They call that a goal.
Henry Foster. UNC strikes first with literally 0.6 seconds remaining in period number 1. UNC 1, Kentucky 0.
Yeah, that was just right a wraparound. And
Just a heads up play from Foster to be there, find the puck, and just tap it right by Cutler as the Heels take a 1-0 lead.
yeah, that was a good heads up play, right? You know there's 10 seconds left. Send it in. Right?
End of period 1.
Cutler with the save.
1-0 Tar Heels as we enter the break. We'll be back in just a few minutes. Welcome back to Tar Heel Hockey. We are live from Hillsborough, North Carolina, Orange County Sportsplex for a matchup between the University of North Carolina Tar Heels and the University of Kentucky Wildcats. We have a 1-0 game after a score from Henry Foster off a Kozowski assist. At the end of the period, tell us, what did we see in those last even seconds when that was scored?
Yeah, Kyle, 10 seconds left in the first period, right? Along the Walls bench side, Kozowski sends it in, right? Makes contact, I think, with Cutler's pad. Henry Foster, right, there's battling right in the middle. Henry Foster, he gets a wraparound goal with 0.6 seconds left. UNC leads 1-0.
And as we said multiple times, you have to be at that back post. Where was Henry Foster on that goal?
Yeah,
He
back
was
post,
at that
right?
back post.
He was home, right on the doorstep. Yeah, Henry Foster. That's his third goal of the season. Kozowski's 6th assist of the season. Kozowski, again, ACC Player of the Week.
And as you see, he's making the opportunities there, and he's putting the puck near the net.
Yeah, being in the right place at the right time. It's what we like to say, right, in the game of hockey and a lot of other sports, right? Be in the right place at the right time. Credit Henry Foster. Credit, the UNC offense. UNC up 1-0 after one.
And again, Kyle Ennis alongside Riley Kennedy, breaking it down, giving you the ins and outs of Tar Heel hockey tonight out in Hillsborough, North Carolina.
If you guys are watching from home, there is kind of a new camera angle. Kyle?
We've elevated upwards, giving the best view in the house, center ice, the best way to view hockey. O'Shaughnessy taking the face off. And UNC gets it.
Quick shot. At the right time.
And our feed has just picked back up.
That's number 17, Tommy Gilligan. That's his first goal of the season. UNC up 2-0. Again, we apologize for the technical difficulties and the camera going out. We're back on.
And the face-off won. Nearly. And picked up. Scrum against the boards. Looking for the puck, and it's poked loose.
You just see a different light, right, from this UNC team. You go up 2-0, that's a big hit. It's a big hit. Big hit along the boards. It's number 89 for UNC. Patrick Pelota.
Another power play opportunity for the Wildcats. Currently 3 for 19 on the season.
Again, we apologize if the camera cut out on that last goal.
And it's sent out by Gleason. Tonight, the Tar Heels are 1 for 1 on power plays.
Power play kill.
Penalty kill. Yep.
And get a line switch in for UNC. 18 minutes left. Carolina, their second goal of the game.
Shot wide. Klonek tries to send it out. And it's swiped out by O'Shaughnessy.
We're going to get the third line of defense for UNC. Kendrick Holmes and Edwards.
Kendrick Holmes takes a big hit on that one.
Stick got stuck in the boards.
Swipes and misses. Kept in.
That was Colin Holtz for Kentucky.
And the puck goes out.
Kentucky has to reset. Kendrick Holmes logging minutes here. Klonek, Kendrick Holmes, Shaughnessy.
Shot scored by Kentucky.
Nick Delaney
That is Nick Delaney's 5th goal this season.
coming in at 6:19. That was on the power play.
An effective 4 for 19 on the season for Kentucky. Cutting the deficit in half. Now Tar Heels 2-1.
Yeah, right? Kentucky coming in to this game 17% on the power play.
Florian Sajc gets it. And the Heels charge ahead. Sent
Walsh,
across.
good pass.
Shot scored! The Tar Heels find the back of the net again. The centering pass.
That was Mahan. Right with the goal. That was set up by Walsh. Right, coming up on the far side.
An absolutely beautiful centering pass on that one.
Yeah, right.
Textbook hockey. Get the puck right in front of the net.
Again, but he was on the doorstep, right? He was on that backside pipe, right in the right time, right place, right time.
A beautiful wrister to that top right corner. A big hit, and we're going to have a penalty coming up here.
I'll tell you what, we're not even 5 minutes into this second period. We have 3 goals. After, I would say, a first period of really trying to find your identity for both teams.
And UNC now on the power play. A 3-1 game now. UNC up.
Right, for Kentucky, that's Tim Burke. And number 9, D'Amico. Again with Sajcic. Florian Sajcic, I mean, he's a guy, right, that gets it done for the Tar Heels.
Definitely a solid player. Played for the Junior Hurricanes for a number of years. But also, let's talk about an interesting story with Florian Sajcic. Many know him now as a sophomore and a definite core member of the team. But Florian Sajcic had some interesting roommates. Last year, he lived with part of the head of the hockey program, one of the boosters, as a roommate to both of them and part of their family. He became just an integral member, had dinners with the family, got to really experience just an amazing time in a house that most freshmen would never say that they got to live in. I mean, not even the dorms.
Yeah, and I mean, another guy like that is Joel Hughes, right? The UNC Hockey family is, taking him in, after practice. I mean, that just speaks volume to this UNC program, right? I mean, these guys, staying at, where they're staying. I mean, they're just bringing them in. It's just a whole family. Whether that's Joel Hughes, whether that's, Sajcic.
And that is going to be a major 5 minutes. As that puck is rattled around the boards and sent out. Hughes knocks it aside. Henry Foster behind the net, looking for options. Drops it off to Sajcic. Back across to Gilligan. Gilligan charges ahead.
Ace is the lethal unit out there for the Tar Heels.
Shot.
Right in front.
Swiping. Nothing. And sent out. We're now just under 15 minutes of play as Henry Foster retreats back to pick up the puck. Over to O'Shaughnessy. Back over to Foster. Looking. Sajcic. Opportunity in front.
That's Foster with a shot.
Gloves, and we will be having a face-off coming up.
Again, thank you for joining us. 14:34 left in the second period.
3-1 Tar Heels out of the Orange County Sportsplex in Hillsborough, North Carolina for an ultimate clash between the Heels and the Wildcats.
3:53 left on the power play for the Tar Heels.
Tar Heels looking to capitalize on this major.
Right, already scored 2 goals in the second period.
Rister goes wide.
I mean, UNC's up to 15 shots on the night.
This game has been awfully physical on both sides of the puck.
Yeah, I would say physical, but yet it's under control. You don't see anything getting out of control. Again, I think teams were finding their identity right in that first period. And UNC is really, pushing ahead with a 3-1 lead.
Sent down the boards. Looks like we have another penalty coming up. That's going to be another penalty on the Wildcats.
It's going to be Number 5, Tim Burke for Kentucky. A defenseman, 6'4" out of Northbrook, Illinois.
And we have a 3 minute and 31 seconds remaining on the first major, and now a 2 minute addition.
So it's going to be a 2-man up for UNC. See what they can get going here.
The Heels are looking.
I think Foster does a really good job right up there at the point.
Sent and swept away.
Right, it's him and O'Shaughnessy. O'Shaughnessy, the lefty. Foster, the righty. They'll switch sides. He'll pass it back right to O'Shaughnessy if he gets a shot. That's a bar count.
An amazing shot from O'Shaughnessy.
Right, we just said it. Right, Foster and O'Shaughnessy, the connection. I mean, it doesn't get better than that.
O'Shaughnessy looks like he puts that bar down to put the Heels up 4-1.
Again, that was Henry Foster to Patrick O'Shaughnessy. O'Shaughnessy goes bar down. Honestly, it might have connected on 2 pipes.
That was an unbelievable strike from O'Shaughnessy.
Yep. Time and space. Time and space. All right, that was a one-timer. That was set up beautifully by Foster, though. That you saw, they replaced themselves, right? You saw Foster carry with the puck. No one stepped up. That's fine. But he passed it right back to O'Shaughnessy, the lefty.
And just a side note, Riley Allen, the goaltender for Kentucky, looks to be stretching right now. Might see some switching right now, but we will wait and see who ends up being in net for Kentucky. Just under 14 minutes to play in the second period. And Cutler is staying in net. Allen will not be coming in as we take a face-off center ice.
Man, I mean, Cutler, a guy that's proved himself, right? I mean, he had that shootout loss back on September 17th to Boston, 4-3. 90% save percentage coming into today.
Awfully solid.
Already giving up 4, though.
But the Heels offense of not letting up. And the Heels can't keep it in. Picked up by Curley behind the net. And the Heels will reset. Back to Glonan. Looks up.
And I'd say, for North Carolina, they've really capitalized on their opportunity, right? Ride that momentum. Go up too early in the second. Kentucky capitalizes back, making it 2-1.
And another shot on net from Walsh. Knocked aside. O'Shaughnessy. Wrister is deflected away. And the Heels smart to not pick up the puck and allow for an offside.
Good stick.
Foster looking.
By Foster, dumps it off.
O'Shaughnessy.
You can hear this crowd, though. You can see the UNC bench. I mean, these guys are, ready to play. Oh, that was late.
Looks like an offsides here.
Number 4, Dan Cortapella. After the whistle was Sajic and Foster. He's talking.
The emotions are high. I mean, the intensity is there tonight.
Yeah, right? And it's a rematch of a team that knocked off UNC to get into the national tournament in Boston. Oh, and here comes the goalie switch.
It looks like that goalie switch that I was talking about before is going to be happening. Mr. Riley Allen will be entering net in place of Arlie Cutler.
I mean, Cutler's in there throwing his helmet. He's mad. He's in the penalty box. If you at home that can't see, Arlie Cutler, the goaltender for Kentucky, appears to be in the penalty box. Frustrated, upset, slamming his helmet.
Definite, as we've said, the emotions are high. I mean, look at the energy we have tonight in Hillsborough, North Carolina. We can see throughout this arena. It is packed tonight for the home opener for the Tar Heels.
Yeah. We cannot reiterate, it's a big time game. But I mean, this is where UNC, and in sports, UNC has gotten into Kentucky's heads. They've 100% gotten into Kentucky's heads. They're rattled.
Shot goes wide, just over the top of the net.
Kozlowski and Gilligan. See, this is exactly where UNC wants to win it, right? In the neutral zone. Be aggressive.
As that's kept on the chest of Allen.
Yeah, you see these referees going over there quick. I mean, they're breaking up these guys.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it's the fact that it's been less than 24 hours since Kentucky last took the ice and the fatigue is there, the traveling to get here.
I'd say UNC, if this turns into a running match, I mean, Kentucky's got numbers, but UNC, you can tell. I mean, they haven't played since last weekend when they beat Delaware and Rowan.
They have energy.
Yeah, and they want to play it. Yeah, it's a big hit by Tim Burke. Oh, wow. He didn't just hit one guy, but he hit two.
Looks like we have another penalty coming in. Tar Heels back on the power play, even as it...
He absolutely destroyed O'Shaughnessy. Yeah, he's going to the penalty box. Yeah.
And it looks like Tim Burke is the guy back in the box yet again.
Yeah, coming into today, Tim Burke had 4 penalty minutes. I would believe this is now his 4th penalty minute of the game.
He's matched his numbers on the season.
Yeah, he's matched his numbers.
So we're just nearing about 11 minutes left in period number 2. And we've had a lot of action.
Yeah, a lot of action. I know that you guys watching in the first period, I mean, it's right trying to find your identity. Kentucky's second game in less than 24 hours. They were victors last night. They beat NC State 5-2 in Raleigh. And now they face a Tar Heel team that they're hungry for a win. I'd say, though, that this is, UNC's first home match of the season. They want to prove themselves too, right?
Yeah, and they want to keep that record clean this year. As that puck is sent in, and the glove is put over top. We'll have another face-off coming up.
Yeah, I thought Peltola, I did think that he was going to get to there, right? Use the board as your friend. Passed off the board, but it was just too quick.
O'Shaughnessy to take the face off.
And he couldn't keep it in. Reset for the Tar Heels.
And as one penalty expires, we still have a minute and 20 seconds to go on the second penalty. Sias looks to bring it up. Finds Gilligan. There's a fight for the puck behind the net.
This is where UNC's won the battles, right? Those 50-50 battles, by your goaltender, you're going to get it out or you're going to score.
O'Shaughnessy wide.
Foster keeps it in. He gets hit.
Huge hit. That puck is just sent out on the
field. You know what? I'll go along to your point, though, of saying that could Kentucky be on dead legs? I think so. Right? They sent it down. I mean, I don't feel that. I feel in the first period they're being super aggressive. But I feel like in the second period, UNC has just completely controlled the game. One-on-one against Gleason. That's D'Amico.
There's a lot of white jerseys. There's a sea of white jerseys.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, though, for Kentucky, right, D'Amico had that. I didn't see any help. From some of these Kentucky players. I feel if Kentucky, gets it into the offensive zone, there's no guys. They're all trailing behind. .919 remains, 4-1 UNC, and we're all even.
And the shot margin, UNC is up 10 shots more this period in Kentucky with 13 shots to 3.
Yeah, 23-17 in total shots, favoring the Tar Heels.
Tar Heels are trying to create opportunities.
Kentucky's lone goal of the night came from Nick Delaney early in the second. That was Delaney's fifth goal.
Walsh on that one.
4-1 UNC.
Just about 8.5 remaining in the second period. That shot is blocked before it even has a chance at getting to the net.
Yeah, Gleason will get that pumped up, and that's out of here.
Mahan tries to push something down the boards.
I'll tell you what, though, Kentucky is being aggressive, right along the boards.
No doubt physical, but conversions have been low for Kentucky.
Right.
There hasn't been a lot of high percentage shots for Kentucky either.
Again, 61, Daniel Kober normally wears number 72. He's got no name on his jersey tonight.
Puck is bouncing and swept away.
Yeah, it's a fight along the boards every single time. It's in favor of UNC almost every single time.
Nice little catch there from Joel Hughes.
Yeah, Joel Hughes playing with the college kids. Joel Hughes is in college, though. Why don't you tell Joel Hughes' story?
Well, we touched on it earlier, but a member of the Army, and now has got a family, kids.
Yeah, in college.
But most importantly, he's getting his degree and pursuing his desire for an education. As Kentucky breaks out, looks across.
Oh, good stick. Good stick.
A lot of bodies in front of the net.
Yeah.
Joel couldn't really see. but Hughes was able to get it away.
Right, good shots, good pressure from Kentucky. Good defense from UNC, though, ready to counterattack.
Kozowski putting the pressure on.
Matt Grady wrapped up, and we'll get a face-off.
Got 6 minutes and 34, just under that 7-minute mark in the second period.
Again, 4-1 Tar Heels, second period.
And if you're just joining us, we're live out of the Hillsborough, North Carolina, Orange County Sportsplex for a bout between the Tar Heels and the Wildcats. University of Kentucky, North Carolina. A Southeast ACHA regional match that left Tar Heels stunned when the Heels dropped the game 2-1.
Yeah, that was back in February in Virginia.
Shots blocked away by Hughes.
Yeah, good save. I mean, Kentucky, they're getting their opportunities, but, credit UNC's defense. I mean, they have active hands, right? Active feet. Joel Hughes done an amazing job in that. That was almost a trip.
And every single direction I look, O'Shaughnessy is there. Offense, defense, moving, getting there, being there first, getting there early, keeping the puck in the offensive zone, keeping the pressure up. As we'll be getting to another face-off in the offensive zone.
Yeah, O'Shaughnessy a year ago, was tied in points last year, 25 goals, 10 assists, 35 points again. And then there was Cole Kozowski, 17 goals, 18 assists. Both guys 35 points a year ago.
Again, it comes down to that number that we talked about earlier in the broadcast, 18 returners. That is a lot of people with experience on this ice, especially in Hillsborough. Comes down to trusting your guys, leaning on those older players, leaning on your captains, your alternates.
There's a scrum right in front of that. Puck's loose, shoving. The guy's on the ground. Definitely isn't the first. Yeah, it's number 14 for UNC. Yeah, it's Cam Glonick.
Emotions are high tonight in Hillsborough.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, though. Cam Glonick, he's a guy in practice that, he's an aggressor in practice, in the right places at the right time. Second line for defense for Carolina, paired up with Jack Gleason.
And I got to ask you, we were talking to Coach Dowda. He said, we stuck to our system and we stuck to working hard and smart. I think that is what's going to come through for us this weekend. Have we seen that tonight?
Yeah, right. And they wanted to be, aggressive in the neutral zone. And, this second period, you couldn't ask for a better second period, for UNC 4-1.
As Calber sends it out, causing Kentucky to reset. Just under 5 minutes now.
Yeah, this is what Kentucky wants, right? Set up. The top, see if they pinch it on the long side of the boards. Oh, Burke's back in there. There's a shot.
Joel Hughes just keeps those legs moving and keeps the pads to deflect it out.
Yeah, it's a good set from Kentucky, but, amazing defense from UNC right now.
Kentucky is looking for that strike to ignite the offense.
Yeah, they're doing the right thing, right? Put the puck on the net, battle for that. Yeah, that's a good step across. Yeah, that's a goal.
And that's a goal.
Yeah, it's Gabriel D'Amico. It's third goal, of the year. Yeah, but what did I just say? I say, that's a good set from Kentucky. That's what Kentucky wants, right? Get comfortable, get into the offensive zone, get a set going. Get these, defenders, these guys stuck up on there, this same line, wasted, out.
And it just comes
They were
down
tired.
just comes down to D'Amico was in the right place to take that shot.
Yeah, tips right off, Joel Hughes in goal. Finds the back of the net. 4-2. Still in favor of UNC.
Just under 4 to play. And another shot. And the net is knocked off.
Yeah, sides. There's a fight. Yeah, it's side. She's got him right along the neck. Yeah, it's side. She's tangled up. That's number 27 for Kentucky. That's Tyler Koskinen. Sage actually had him around the neck and threw him down.
It appeared that was almost a headlock type of WWE move, which that is not a hockey move.
No, I definitely felt that I was in the WWE. I had to expect that. That's 2 minutes. You know what, though? I feel like for UNC, they've been, the aggressor all game. That's not bad, though, right? For UNC, but
he sends that puck out and it hits his own teammate on that clear.
That actually hit Sayach right in the neck.
Sayach doesn't look fazed by that one.
No. And Kentucky on the power play. Just under 4 remains.
And UNC looks to strike shorthanded, but can't get to the puck in time. Kentucky coming back down the ice.
I think that 2-minute penalty, I think that was a good call, by the referees. Both guys tangled up as Kentucky has to reset. No icing of the power play. I think that, if you're UNC, right, just keep it out, of your defensive zone. Play rough as Foster. That's amazing.
And Henry Foster gets tripped on that one, and we're going to have a penalty coming up.
Yeah, it's going to be a trip. Henry Foster gets tripped up as he's actually limping towards the bench.
Foster looked like he had a breakaway opportunity there.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Yeah, Foster was definitely tripped up.
He had a clean opportunity to take that punt.
That is scary, though, seeing one of your that's your captain, going to the bench. Hopefully he's okay. But now we have even strength for the next 54 seconds, 4v4.
Just over 2 minutes left to play in this second period. Tries to send it back in, but it is caught up on the Kentucky stick.
It's something I like about 4v4, right? It just makes the game smaller. Yeah, that's a good takeaway.
Nice poke.
At least and see if he can push it up the ice. But again, Kyle, what I like about when it's 4v4, the game's smaller. It's easier to work with.
There's more space on that
More
ice to make an
space,
opportunity,
exactly.
find the open area.
Exactly.
That's sent in front. Hughes will put a glove on it.
Yeah, I know our camera isn't zoomed in on Joel Hughes, but Joel Hughes, he actually missed media day because he was getting his helmet done.
It's got a custom helmet.
Yeah. Definitely one of the best helmets in ACHA. Again, the ACHA. ACHA.
Walsh to take it.
Yeah, see if they can win this battle right in the neutral zone. They'll send it along. Kentucky will be on the power play, right, for the next minute.
Vicious shot. Joel knocks it away.
Yeah, Dan Cortapella, right? 1 goal, 3 assists on the year. It was a good opportunity. Joel Hughes with the save, though.
And it's a correction. It's actually the Tar Heels. They're on the power play currently.
Yeah, I do stand corrected. The scoreboard, Kyle, they put it in the wrong spot.
We're looking at just under a minute of play left in period number 2. Again, a score update. The Tar Heels 4, Wildcats 2.
Yeah, right. What can they do in the next, 51 seconds? Yeah, they did in the first period, right, with Henry Foster's wraparound goal with 0.6 seconds left. See if they can put it on the goal and see if they can get anything going.
As that one goes just across the frame of the net. To no avail.
Yeah, but they kept it in.
Another shot. And a great save from
Again, Riley Allen in for Kentucky. Arlie Cutler started the game, was pulled in the second period for Riley Allen, who played last night. Allowed 2 goals in their win against NC State, where Kentucky came out as victors 5-2. He had 30 for 32 in the game.
And we're back to even strength as we near just under 30 seconds. UNC looking to strike again. That's sent out. And we will be out of time in period number 2. After 2 periods, we are at 4-2 Tar Heels. We will be back in a few. All right, and welcome back. Period number 3, just starting up momentarily. Give you a quick recap in the Hillsborough, North Carolina, Orange County Sportsplex between the University of North Carolina Tar Heels and the University of Kentucky Wildcats. 4-2 game. Tar Heels taking the lead right now, entering period number 3. A lot of shots on goal. UNC 27 shots, Kentucky 26. Still the favorite, UNC. Riley. Had 2 exciting periods of hockey, a packed house tonight in Hillsborough. What have we seen? Who's really shown their stripes tonight?
Yeah, you know what? 5 goals were scored in, the second period, right? It was 1-0 after the first period, and now, we're up to a total of 6 goals. It's 4-2 UNC. So I think, like I said, in the first period, I think it was just about finding your identity, right? Was Kentucky going to be on dead legs from last night? I think they started out fast, and then I think UNC took advantage of that early on in the second, and then Kentucky's kind of regaining their legs, their momentum back. Still, again, 4-2. And I think really UNC's winning it in the neutral zone, something that UNC wanted to do, and I think that they're doing successfully.
Yeah, I mean, in period 2, we saw, the Heels had the dominant start of that second period. And then Kentucky started to really pick it up as UNC gets a face-off, but Kentucky ends up recovering it and sending it into the defensive zone. Shot blocked away. Goes wide.
And for a lot of teams, you come out quick.
UNC will ice that down back to the defensive zone.
Yeah, and I think, like I said, right, 20 seconds into this third period, it's teams come out fast, and right, you gotta withstand right that first 2 minutes, of certain periods. All right, let's see what happens here.
And this puck tonight has been really moving fast, fast-paced game, a lot of scoring, a lot of shots. Not a quiet game for either team.
Right, and after, that second period,
shot over the goal from
shots wide. Kentucky seemed to express frustration, whether that was, officiating or not. So we'll see. But definitely frustrated after the second period.
Riley Allen still in net in this period 3. I mean, Kentucky goaltender has looked pretty solid. Definitely keeping the net secure. I mean, UNC's got a lot of offensive opportunities, but...
Yeah, but I wouldn't discredit Kentucky, too. I mean, it's power punches, right, in hockey. It's like one punch comes, can you withstand that? Boom, another punch comes, right? And, UNC's definitely, won that war right now, but, Kentucky's, finding their momentum right back in this game. Good stick by Gleason. UNC just trying to get it out.
UNC enters.
Yeah, it was good right by Grady, not to go off sides. There's some line switches for UNC.
Mahan goes for it, but can't get there in time. Walsh picks it up and tries to send it down. Now it's sent in by Mahan.
One connection we saw in the second period was that O'Shaughnessy, Foster, pairing that scored. I mean, that's it. That's one though. O'Shaughnessy, right? He's on the first line. Foster's on the second. Sometimes, you get playing with other guys. That's a pairing. Maybe they change down the line. I like
Shot
it.
on goal. Knocked away.
61 again, Daniel
Kalber keeps
Kalber.
it in. Mangle looking.
Kalber without his name on the back of the jersey, wearing number 61 in white tonight. All right, let's see if Kentucky can get a shot here.
Shot wide. UNC charging it with some speed here.
Yeah, that was a good drop-off pass.
Mangle picks it up behind the net.
Yeah, Carson Rain, actually got hit maybe 3 times, on that offensive possession. He's still on the ice. UNC will try to get it, out of their zone.
Throws the puck ahead and is chasing after it. O'Shaughnessy gets
Big,
absolutely rocked on that hit.
Tyler Coskren with a big hit on O'Shaughnessy. I would like to see O'Shaughnessy maybe shoot the puck earlier. He kind of waited, see if things could develop with his guys coming back in the offensive zone. Coskren took advantage of that and, put him right on the grounds.
Face-off won by Kentucky. A lot of guys getting tripped up on each other.
That's it for the battle of the puck. That's won by Nate James. For Kentucky.
And it's sent back into the zone. Puck in front of the net. Grady couldn't connect.
Yeah, Grady's getting a lot of, playing time tonight. 1 assist over the weekend in their matchups with Delaware and Rowan.
Palatola throws it in there.
Foster tried to get there. Let's see if they dump it back. That's a good hit by Sage. I feel like Kentucky, Kyle, is getting opportunities, just not capitalizing on it.
They're definitely creating more this period. UNC looking to strike right now. Coming in, Nick Hurley tried to throw that in front of the net for a centering pass. Couldn't find. Mahan sends it in front. Hurley
send in front.
Finds Walsh.
Just loses possession there. Try to maybe do a little bit too much, trying to get through 2 guys.
Shots blocked.
Yeah, it was Nick Curley, with the block.
A definite miscue to leave that puck right in front. Boy, good on UNC to get that out.
Yeah, I would say for North Carolina, right, their counterattack has been, that's honestly how they've scored, some of these goals tonight. I feel like they turn good defense into good offense.
Another big hit over there. Looks like that'll be offsides. Face-off coming up. Looks like freshman Cam Glonek will be entering back in the game. Definite pivotal guy on the defense for tonight for the Tar Heels. Glonek back there with Gleason.
Yeah, I think, it's your first home game early in the season. Guys, trying to earn their minutes for the rest of the season. I think, for a coach, and a lot of times in their minds, they got, their lineups, who they want. And it's definitely hard, as a player to, crack up and keep moving up those lines when, coaches make that, for, first game of the season. But I think, top to bottom, like I said, Carolina's playing well.
Joel Hughes will put a stop to that one. And we'll get another switch here. Line one is O'Shaughnessy.
Yeah, Kyle, 27-6 last season for Kentucky. Finished third nationally, went to the Nationals championships in Boston. Lost 15 guys, 18 guys, returning, but 17 newcomers. That's like half the team.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty split right down the middle as that one goes up and over the net.
This is a Kentucky team a year ago. It's just one of the best in the country.
There's a snap stick back there, too, as UNC charges on the offensive. O'Shaughnessy keeps it in. Looking, shot goes wide. Allen blocked it away. That's a big hit. Kozowski just took.
Yeah, Kozowski, right? One of the best players on UNC ACC Player of the Week last, week, coming off their Delaware and Rowan trip.
Man, diving effort.
Yeah, you got guys playing.
Keep that out.
Sticks are definitely all over the place. I would say it's third period, right? Halfway through, 11 minutes remaining.
Gilligan looked to create an opportunity there. Brought back in.
If UNC can hold this out, right, weather this storm from Kentucky, this is a huge win. Not only on paper, but for the morale of this team for the season.
Another bit of tensions rising by the net.
Yeah, right. The officials are always quick.
Stepping in early tonight.
Yeah, always. We didn't really see that in the first period. And then as the game picked up, you can see those officials are breaking those guys up quick.
Definitely a reflection of the score tonight, too. As the score grew, tensions rose.
Right, yeah. You don't want to hit the road and then, go home with any losses, right? And that's what Kentucky's, saying, right? We beat NC State, a good NC State team, last night. Let's come into Chapel Hill and, beat North Carolina.
UNC looking to come in. Baltola dropped that one off, but was not able to be scooped up. And Kentucky is dominating this third period with shots on goal even.
Yeah, but right, there's a sense of urgency, right? Less than 10 minutes in the game, down by 2, you have to have a sense of urgency. You have to put pucks, on the net, on the goalkeeper, right? You don't shoot, you don't win. You don't put it on the goalie, you can't score.
As Foster sent that in to change lines, Gleason goes back to retrieve it.
Matt Grady, you guys saw just with a hit.
Early.
Freshman from Wyoming. There's one for you from Wyoming.
Curley found Mahan, who tried to bring it in, but couldn't find anything more than that.
Let him play out.
Gleason picked it up. Cross-ice pass.
UNC has numbers.
Kept in zone, Mahan to go pick it up.
Rakitic with the breakup on that.
Walsh fans on the attempt, but Gleason picks it up, sends it on, and it's blocked away. Just under that 9-minute mark, UNC up 4. 2.
I'll tell you what, though, Kyle, it's 4-2, but honestly, it feels in here like it's a one-possession game, maybe even a tie ball game.
Oh, it feels like a 0-0 game in here. It's anybody's game right now with the way these two teams are putting in their energy, their fight. They're looking at it as if it's a 0-0 game, too.
I think UNC definitely came out, though, and, got that, they're the enforcers here, right? They're setting the tone for this game. And I feel like Kentucky had to keep climbing up to try to, just get back in this game. And I mean, the scoreboard shows.
UNC trying to make an opportunity here.
Yeah, good move.
Mangle looked like he got tripped up when he was trying to make that shot.
Yeah, guys are slipping.
Mangle is still fighting for it.
As Carolina keeps it back in.
Shot is wide. Connor Underwood tried to lead that charge to get the Kentucky Wildcats into the zone, but the Heels break up.
Line switch for UNC. That's Kowalski, Kozlowski, O'Shaughnessy, and Gilligan. The first line for UNC.
And that's picked up. Kozlowski's looking.
Right.
Kozlowski takes it himself, blocked away. Gilligan looks across, nobody there.
Right, and you hear the fans yelling, shoot, and it's true, right? Put it on the goalie. Put it on the net, see what happens. Rebounds, right? Because out of this game.
Kozlowski gets tripped up underneath behind the net, and we're going to have a penalty.
That's going to be Nate James for Kentucky. He's going to get called for the tripping.
Tar Heels will be back on the power play.
Yeah, Nate James, from Alexandria, Kentucky. Again, UNC will go on the power play up 4-2 under 7.
And this unit has been strong tonight, getting a lot of shots on the cage, trying to keep the offensive pressure up.
Oh.
As UNC gives the puck up there,
Yeah,
Kentucky breaking away.
That's a good trail check, though, by Foster.
Foster drops back. Kozlowski tried to get it out there, but it seemed like he just missed on that puck and was unable to get it out.
It was offside, his foot.
Now Sajic will try to take it himself and look up. Pass off the boards to himself. Foster looking to make an opportunity, and that's gloved by Allen.
That's a good shot, though, right? On the power play, take those opportunities. You're up 2. And what I like to say is that it's a high-risk, high-reward thing, right? You're on the power play. You're up 2, under 10, right? Under 6 minutes left. You can take those, opportunities, maybe more high risk.
Great to take the face off. Heels will try to keep it in and will struggle to do so as Curley tries to retreat back.
Somebody lost their glove. That's Cam Blonick.
And shorthanded, Kentucky is putting on the pressure on the Heels.
Yeah, sense of urgency, Kyle.
Looks like Grady will just chip that in. Palatola looking to grab the puck underneath behind the net.
Walsh always seems to be up in it. A little tangle up for UNC as he gets off the ice.
And we're just about back to even strength. Heels could not convert on the power play. We're under 5 to go. Score update 4-2 Tar Heels.
Hey, Glonic, right idea though, right? Put that in the middle. See if Rain can tap that in. Oh, there's a little shoving after. As an official actually tackles a Carolina guy. I'm, as you guys can see on the screen.
And that looks to be on Michael Valia.
Yeah, Valia, yeah. Yeah, the official actually tackled him. I will be honest, I don't know if I've ever seen that. Have you?
I don't think I've ever seen something like that, but that official really...
We've seen a headlock tonight, and then we've seen an official act like body slam.
Yeah, I mean, we're calling a hockey game, but it feels like the WWE tonight.
Yeah, it does.
There is no shortage of physicality.
I don't know if the WWE is on tonight, but I feel like I'm at a WWE event. These guys are chippy, though. I think this is a good time to look at UNC's, next matchups. UNC's home against ECU. At ECU on September 29th. And then at Duke on October 4th. But that'll be an exhibition game. Again, UNC's next matchup against ECU on the road, September 29th, 8 p.m. for the loyal fans that travel and support. And then as for Kentucky, their next game, something that's unique for Kentucky, and I've seen that puck drops at 11:59 p.m. And they play Louisville at home in the Lexington Ice Center.
I mean, Kentucky's got no shortage of late night games, late night hockey.
And I think that's why they beat Boston night 1. I don't think any team is used to traveling somewhere and playing at 11:59 p.m. I mean, what, those games end at 2:30 a.m.? And we're not joking.
I mean, some people are asleep for already 5-6 hours by that point in their night.
Yeah, we're not joking. Like, Kentucky's puck drops are normally at midnight. Their last 2 games against Boston, they were at midnight. Quarter power you saw for Kentucky. He's ready for that one-timer up at the top.
Mentioning also, this is the 50th year of Tar Heel hockey.
Yeah.
Program started in 1974.
And we have been told that this is probably the biggest hockey game in program history for UNC at home.
The achievements last year were up there in some of the tops in program history for the Tar Heels.
Again, UNC went 15-9 last season. Just missed out on nationals, getting knocked out by Kentucky 2-1 last year.
And they also claimed their first Governor's Cup.
Yeah,
too,
their Governor's
Cup. Big moment for them.
Yeah, first in program history against NC State. Big win for the program.
And the Ice Pack last night, they fell to Kentucky 5-2. So this was a game that the Heels knew. Offense is there for Kentucky. Tonight, I don't think that's the same case, but
I wouldn't even say that, though. I'd say that UNC is countered. Not sure what the call is, but on number 21 for Kentucky,
Nick Delaney.
Yeah, Nick Delaney. He's already had a goal tonight. Delaney's one of those guys that Kentucky relies on a lot.
Here's going to be a 5-3 hockey game for the Heels in terms of we got just about a minute left in the first penalty and a fresh 2 minutes on the second penalty.
Yeah, so UNC's up 4-3 on the power play. I mean, this is for Kentucky. Had to play in a triangle.
Foster looking. Foster shot. Blocked by Allen. Good sidestep. Right in front of the net.
And they'll
Kept in.
keep it in.
Foster sends it back over to O'Shaughnessy. Who can't get there. Science
good
knocks
hit.
him over with a big hit.
Oh, one more.
O'Shaughnessy. Shot. Gloved by Allen.
Yeah, it's a late hit on number 15, Kyle Burke, right in front of us. Hits Sayich right in the lower area. As Sayich goes down, Sayich is pointing at the bench.
Looks like Sayich might be going to the box on that one.
Yeah, Sayich is definitely talking to the Kentucky bench. I don't think they're too happy with that, but.
And we're under 3 minutes right now, remaining, period number 3. Again, we're coming to you live from Hillsborough, North Carolina, the Orange County Sportsplex, for a bout between University of North Carolina Tar Heels and the University of Kentucky Wildcats. Kyle Ennis, alongside color commentator Riley Kennedy tonight.
So it's going to be even 3-on-3, but they forgot to put another penalty up there for UNC, which will be on Sayich. Awaiting that. Again, waiting in a penalty on UNC as Kentucky sends out another guy. Confusion all around on what the officials are talking with our PA announcer. There it is. It gets thrown up there. So as that goes up there, the Kentucky player's got to get off. Okay. Yeah, that's number 2.
Back to correct numbers now on the ice.
Connor Underwood for Kentucky. So now we do have 3-on-3 count. It's a packed house.
Packed house in Hillsborough, North Carolina. And the Wildcats definitely traveled well tonight as Tar Heels ice the puck and will be headed right back to the defensive zone.
All right, nobody up on the power play. Still 3-on-3. 2:35 remaining count.
It's looking like a great contest and a great effort all around from both teams. A lot of shots, but Tar Heels just converted tonight.
Yeah, but the game's not over, right? 2:30 left. Oh. O'Shaughnessy sent that one across.
Klonick wasn't able to get around.
Yeah, but that's with a Kentucky guy coming right back on the ice. There wasn't too much time left in that penalty. That's almost like one of them buddy passes that could get you killed. And I wouldn't be surprised any time here if Kentucky keeps it in, if they pull their goalie.
And UNC breaking out. O'Shaughnessy with the shot. Allen with the save.
It'll be a line change for UNC. 1:48 remaining. Again, I mean, if Kentucky can get it out of their defensive zone, they'll probably have to pull a goalie. Right, down 4-2.
Let's talk about who we got on the ice now. We got Grady out here. We got Henry Foster, captain. We got Jack Gleason out.
Yeah, and Matt Grady. Matt Grady's a freshman. I keep saying his name tonight, but I like, what he's done tonight. Valuable minutes. Still 4-on-4. Is Matt Grady, like I just said.
Grady's shot is easily pushed away by Allen.
5-on-4 for Kentucky.
Walsh checks back into the game. That's gloved and sent out. Back into the neutral zone. We're under a minute of play.
10
Big
seconds
hit
left
over there.
on that penalty for North Carolina. Still man down.
And we're back to complete even strength with just about 40 seconds remaining in period number 3.
Right, if you're UNC, right, send it out, get it out of your zone. And if you're Kentucky, you need everything that you can get.
Walsh is still going for it. Walsh tried to go through the legs on that shot. And he was unable.
With under 20 seconds left, Walsh tried to put that between his legs. Is that that definitely puts a bad taste in Kentucky's mouth.
They knew. Walsh was breaking down the boards. He was up in front, out skating, speeding ahead.
So Kentucky will go on the power play with 20 seconds left.
Heels looking to see if they could just keep it in the offensive zone and wrap this game up. And it's looking like that is it.
Yeah, Colin Holtz will hold.
Tonight. Tar Heels take the win tonight, 4-2. Let's talk about what we saw tonight. We saw some excellent performances. We had a lot of shots on goal. We had over 35 shots from each team, but UNC really just pulled ahead tonight. We had a goal from Henry Foster just at that end of that first period. Then Nick Delaney struck in for Kentucky. It was coming close, but then the Heels really just took over. They had Mahan and O'Shaughnessy that just sealed the deal, got the goals up to 4. Tamika with a late strike getting up to 2, but the Heels still take the dub tonight, 4-2.
Yeah, and like I said, it was going to come down to a battle in between the blue lines. And I think favor UNC, right? Point UNC when it comes to that. It was a battle between the blue lines. I thought Joel Hughes, he gave up 2 goals. I thought he played incredible in goal. And then, for the UNC offense, they made Arlie Cutler sub out of the game for Riley Allen. Riley Allen played last night against NC State in their win for Kentucky. And, we got goals from Henry Foster, right? I think that set the tone, though, with 0.6 seconds left in the first period. And it was Tommy Gilligan. Kentucky came back. And UNC scored again, and O'Shaughnessy kind of put that away with 4-1. No scoring in the third period.
Yeah, the third period was quiet. There was definitely a lot of shots, a lot of action, a lot of physicality, but just no result from Kentucky.
No, 100% agree. And again, UNC's next matchup, September 29th, they hit the road at ECU. And then for Kentucky, September 29th, they'll take on the Louisville Cardinals, 11:59 puck drop in Lexington. That'll be a huge battle. Kyle, UNC gets to win 4-2.
And it's official. You can put 1-0. The Heels have won at home so far in their home opener.
Yeah.
And look to keep this going.
Yeah, UNC moves to 3-0 on the season, wins against Delaware, Rowan, Kentucky, 3 huge wins. Kentucky falls to 2-2, right? 2 wins against Boston and NC State, and then they lost in a shootout loss to Boston and now UNC. So Kentucky drops to 2-2. UNC improves to 3-0.
And with that, from our producer and camera operator Kyle Lobenhofer to my alongside Riley Kennedy. And I'm Kyle Ennis. Thanks so much for joining us from Orange County Sportsplex, Hillsborough. The Heels win tonight, 4-2 against the Wildcats.